What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Now today we're going to be talking about what's the difference between verified reviews and unverified reviews, and basically which one you should get over the other. So as always, we're going to go to our trusty analyzer ruler. Click on this one. Then we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. And bam, so what you see here, every single review is going to either say verified purchase or it's going to say nothing at all, which is an unverified purchase down here, and this is a verified purchase. So what's the difference? A verified purchase is basically when somebody buys your product and they choose to leave a review, and Amazon knows that they bought the product, so that's why it shows up as a verified purchase right here. Now, for people that did not buy the product but they still can leave a review for your product, is for people right down here. Now, usually when customers fall into your listing, they're not going to really know the difference between verified and unverified reviews. They're just there to buy the product, read the reviews, and make sure that they're getting a good item, right? But the main thing that you guys want to get is verified reviews. That's the safest way to go for getting your initial reviews for your product. Now, when you guys get these reviews, you should have half verified and half unverified. Now, if you can't do that, that's fine. You just make sure you have at least one verified purchase. There have been plenty of other sellers out there that have got basically almost all unverified reviews for their initial 10. It's just trying to get that initial 5 to 10 reviews. That's the main thing. They don't all have to be verified and they don't all have to be unverified. It's just that verified purchases are going to look better for your listing, and they're going to qualify as more weight as compared to the unverified purchases. Now you're probably wondering, now how can I get these reviews, or which one is probably safer, especially now in 2018? Definitely verified purchases are the way to go. Now, when you get your verified purchases, you can always contact people. What I suggest you guys do, I mentioned this in the previous video, what Amazon bases these legitimate reviews off of is the fact of sales volume to review ratio. So if you're getting one review a day and you're not even getting a sale every day as well with that, Amazon will catch that as a red flag. Now, what I suggest you guys do is sell at least 10 of your units, 5 to 10 of your units. Now you can do, if you don't want to have to refund people through PayPal or anything, just give people coupon codes. You can run Facebook ads for this. It's really easy. You can get it done just like that without having to distribute coupon codes in different Facebook groups, which will take you hours. Just automated through Facebook ads. But you can do that. Just give 95% off coupon codes or 90% coupon codes. Give those off. Now, these people that you give these coupon codes to, if you use ManyChat and you get them as a subscriber, you can contact them for a review in the future, but of course that some of them might get removed based off the fact that you gave them a coupon code in exchange for a review. Like, that's how Amazon will see that. But when you contact them, some of them will stick. It's just that if you get every single one of them to leave a review for you, of course that's going to look weird, and on top of that you need a couple verified purchases here and there just to make it look normal and make sure that you have a good amount of sales volume before you actually get your reviews. Now that goes for both verified and unverified purchases. Now let me show you guys something here. When you're getting your reviews as well, make sure that they are, they're drawn out, paragraph, good reviews, all right? And make sure that you're writing these reviews and you're basically copy and pasting them and giving them to other people, giving them your pictures, etc. And the reason we want to do this is because most of these people that are trying to write the reviews. Now, I suggest you guys, go through, giveaway groups, or it doesn't have to be giveaway groups, or go through, Amazon FBA seller seller groups on Facebook, and you need to contact people and make sure that you question them before you get the review from. Ask them, do they have a lot of sales history with Amazon? Like, do they buy a lot of stuff? Are they constantly active on the Amazon marketplace buying stuff all the time? And then B, you want to ask them if they've ever had any reviews removing before on their seller account. And also one last thing, you just want to ask them if they um, have a um, if they've bought a lot of products with coupon codes, and if those products that they've bought, all that buying history is mostly coupon codes. Because if it's mostly coupon codes, Amazon will realize that this person is only leaving reviews when they receive a discount or receive a coupon for their product. So the main thing that Amazon's going to be looking at, let's go over it again, is the sales volume for your product, sales to review ratio, and on top of that, they're going to be looking at if these accounts that are leaving the reviews for you are actually legit buyer accounts, and not just set up accounts that are made solely to make reviews and solely to receive coupon codes in exchange for a review, etc. So hopefully you guys understand that. Now scrolling down here, we really want to have at least a paragraph or so and for the review. Just make sure that when these reviews are left, that you have at least 5 to 10 product sales already on your listing. And I suggest you should just get 10 at least, just to be safe. And then from there, what I did, you can get 10. You get 10 initial sales, and then have about at most 2 reviews for those, and then you can keep running the Facebook ads, and then slowly, like I look at it like this. If you want to be safe, you can get 1 review per 10 sales. Now people have done more than that. They've done 2 to 3 per 10 reviews, but like I said, it's you just gotta make it seem like they're legit. And as you get like for my product, I gave away like 30 units or so, just trying it out, and I was basically able to get, I think, 4 reviews or 3 or 4 reviews. So it wasn't, it might take, of course it might cost a little bit more money for you guys to get these reviews and stuff, but that's a new thing that you guys have to do, or they're just going to get removed. So definitely you got to keep that in mind. Um, what was I going to say next? Because one of these guys, like the reason why Amazon lets unverified reviews still happen, and have people leave reviews although they didn't buy the product, like these people over here, it's because Amazon knows that these products that you see on here, but might not be solely based off of Amazon FBA, or their brand might not be wholly established on Amazon. It might be on a website, or it might be their shop might be a Shopify store, or a store on Facebook, etc. So that's why Amazon lets people leave these unverified reviews. Even though it's a little sketchy to them, they know that there's people coming from outside of Amazon that have bought this product, so they're going to let people leave reviews for them. So I suggest when you guys get your unverified reviews, make sure that you mention that. Be like, hey, I got this product. It was really nice. I got this from their website, or I got this from their Facebook page. And I tried it out. It looked really good. It worked really well. And then when you write your reviews, don't make it look professional. Make it look like somebody just typed it up and didn't care about the typos or anything. That'll just make it look more legitimate. And one thing that you guys need to make sure you do not do for your reviews, I see a ton of people still trying to do this for whatever reason, is do not trade reviews at all. If you trade reviews, it's automatically going to get removed. It's like really obvious to Amazon, so don't trade reviews. And also, when you're trying to pay people for buying your product, what I suggest you guys do is create a PayPal account that is not through your seller email. So I don't know if your seller email is james@gmail.com, make sure your PayPal isn't james@gmail.com. You want to make sure it's a different PayPal account. Now, of course, all this stuff isn't 100% true or 100% verify that Amazon tracks it, but of course we want to be safe as possible. So and also when you do your PayPal or PayPal somebody else, I suggest you guys use like an incognito tab as well, just to make it a little bit more safe. So yeah, guys, that's basically the difference between verified and unverified reviews. Now, for your initial 10, honestly, it doesn't really matter that much on how many is verified or unverified. Just make sure you have at least a couple verified purchases here and there, just to make it look like it's not completely fake reviews to Amazon, because the best way Amazon's going to track if you have fake reviews is if you have a very high like review to sale ratio. So if you have one review per every sale, that's going to catch on. You just want to make sure that you have a big jump in sales, like maybe sell like 10 or so in a day, or 10 consecutively over a couple of days, at least 10 through Facebook ads. It's really easy. I've created a video on this. Use the coupon codes and then contact other people on Facebook in these groups. Make sure they have good accounts. Make sure they have legit accounts to Amazon, and then from there you can start asking for your reviews, and then you give them the pictures or videos or whatever you have to do through Google Drive, or send them the pictures through the Facebook Messenger, and then just make sure they copy and paste what you want them to say. So with that being said, guys, that's all I really want to talk about in this video. Hopefully you find that really helpful and understand the difference between your verified purchases and unverified purchases, and how you guys can start getting them. And I understand with all this whole review apocalypse stuff going on, it is a little bit harder to get reviews, but that's going to scare away people that aren't going to be willing to compete. That's going to open up the doors for us people that are determined and really want to make a difference in our lives. So with that, make sure you like down below, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment on what you guys want to see next. I have plenty of different templates in the description that's going to help you negotiate with your suppliers, get a discounts on product batches that you get, and then also how to create awesome pictures and product descriptions and bullet points, etc. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.